Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are we all today? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching this, thank you for tuning in. I'm just watching that orb, which I actually asked for at the beginning of this reading, and an orb has come forward. All right, so we're going to do Earth signs today. Let's see what's going on with our Earth signs. All right, I'm going to pull some oracle cards to begin with. We will start off with Capricorn, then we'll move through Taurus and Virgo. All right, let's start with Capricorn. What's going on with Capricorn? What's happening with Capricorn? They would find this particular time, given the pandemic, the effect on careers, that they've got their 2 feet firmly planted in this earth, and they are, most likely concerned with what is going on in terms of the society as we know it is changing and evolving, and that change is, forwards and backwards, and so very uncertain as to what is going to remain after this pandemic is over. Because it's highlighted the vulnerability, and I do feel the vulnerability of the way that we live, and I do feel that this is impacting on Capricorn at the moment. But there are always lessons in everything, and there is a lesson for Capricorn to look for success in other areas. All right, to focus on their own growth, their own life, their connection with the earth around them, with nature, and to put their energies into something other than, well, not something other than their career, but diversify their focus. All right, let's see what the oracle card's going to bring forward for Capricorn for the month of August. Capricorn for the month of August. Okay, we have the lower world. Yeah, this is the message that I was bringing through, that it is time to raise an earthly focus is fine when we understand it's not a material focus. They are two different things. An earthly focus is being grounded. It is community. It is care of the earth. It is communication, unity with others, as opposed to materialism. And I feel that Capricornians are being asked to lift themselves up to the middle world and also the higher world as well. There is a lesson here and a teaching. The blue in this card is standing out, as is the violet as well. This is lifting yourself up from this lower world, lower energies. So if some Capricornians, for example, are about to lose their job or things aren't working out in their career, it is time to put your focus onto other things. I do have water, and so if you, I know that movement is restricted, but wherever you can, even soaking in a hot tub, for example, for you, water is healing throughout the month of August, and it will help you lift yourself. Something as simple as a salt bath, for example, can take all that negative energy away. This is a time of transition. We're moving from this Capricornian energy into Aquarius energy, and there's an evolution needed for some Capricorns. Not all. This is a general reading. It is for those sun signs, rising signs, those with the moon in Capricorn. But it is a general reading. If it doesn't resonate, move on. The messages I'm getting for some Capricornians is that this is a time of evolution for you, where you are raising your vibration, but you're also taking on negativities as well, and water will be very healing for you in some way. All right, let's keep going, and I'm getting a real draw to the blues. We've got a number 10, the corn, and this is exactly the message that I was bringing, that for those that are finding their careers changing, their jobs may not be there, their plans may have gone astray. It is time to diversify. There is wisdom in this card. There is planting and abundance there for you. So, there is again closing of one cycle and the opening of another. I feel drawn to, for some Capricornians, that the answer, because I'm getting 3, 6, 3 and 6 and 1s, the answer lies in your creativity to find something new, to diversify, not to put all your eggs in the one basket. Because I do feel there is a closing of one era and the beginning of something else for you, perhaps something else that has a lot more creativity attached to it. All right, let's one more card. The Eagle, freedom. Because I feel if you can make this shift, you'll get the freedom that you desire. But this is also another 6. And I just want to show you, oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so we've got the water, which is 61, which is the healing and also getting in touch with your emotions, expressing your emotions. And 16, which is the Eagle, freedom, letting yourself go, breaking out of constraints, searching for freedom. Diversity will bring you freedom and healing. But I do feel this is a pull to the emotions as well, 61 and 16. No accident here. Because when I look below, bearing in mind we had the lower world at 31, 3 and 1, we do have the middle world at 36, 3 and 6. And so we are being asked, you are being asked, for those Capricornians that are resonating with this reading, to make that shift from the lower to the middle world, and to let go of those negative, let go of the negative emotions. But this is a process of the getting of wisdom. You're moving out of an old cycle and into a new one, and potentially a very creative one at that. All right, thank you, Spirit, for those cards. They were beautiful. All right, let's move to the Light Seers Tarot and draw on what is occurring for Capricornians in the month of August. Capricorns. That's just a smile of appreciation for Spirit. And for those passed over loved ones of mine, loved ones and friends as well. Friends, loved ones, maybe it's the same thing. All right. So let's have a look at what's coming up in Capricorn in August. Capricorn in August. Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn in August. Too many cards jumped out for me to take. Show me Capricorn in August. Show me Capricorn in August. I'm just reminded that as serious as things get, we should always retain our sense of humour. So I have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card for you. Something is being offered to you, and this is this new start. It could be a new start that is full of a creative endeavour. You could be branching out and asked to diversify. Remembering that even though things might look bleak, they won't stay bleak for long. Everything passes, including the times when the wheel does not shift in your favour. Everything passes, and soon we're reminded that there are opportunities in our future that are coming straight towards us. The Nine of Wands here. I am getting that you are feeling battle weary, battle fatigued. You feel like you've been on this long journey. Whatever occurred in the recent past for you has left you feeling like, why did that have to happen again? Why did that have to happen again? And you're more inclined to put up boundaries as a result, and they are needed boundaries. But this person is still holding the light of inspiration. So I feel even in the darkest times, there is that light to be found, moving up from that lower world to the middle world. The King of Pentacles, yeah. I just want to say to those Capricornians that may have lost employment, whose career may have bottomed out as a result of what's going on at the moment, who may have even had to accept a demotion, for example. This is going to pass, and you the counsel is that you can, in the meantime, while we're undergoing this reset, you are encouraged to look at things like setting up your own business, for example, even if it is a sideline, to do something to diversify, not to put all your eggs in the one basket. But this is also validation that the Ace of Pentacles is here, and that negative times, disappointments, they pass. That wheel of fortune does actually turn, and it is turning for you. The Hierophant, yeah, this higher source, lifting yourself up, shifting your vibration up. The Hierophant, A, has a sense of humour, and B, there is an ascension there, and it is an ascension from the lower to the higher realms. So I'm feeling that this is, again, another validation for what I was saying at the beginning of this reading, and for the oracle, the messages the oracle cards brought through. You are, I'm looking at the bottom of the pack, I will bring the laptop down. You are going through change at the moment. You may feel like you're walking a tightrope and juggling, but something is coming to an end for you. Something is coming to an end, and it is this, I guess, time where you felt that it's just one thing after the next, after the next, after the next. Queen of Pentacles. This is, in a way, a card that it carries your energy. This is a feminine energy, but the Queen brings forward stability, security. This is somebody that can put food on the table. So it's sitting directly underneath the Ace of Pentacles, which is showing me that even those situations that you thought were going to be quite bleak may not be as bad as what you think, because there is this ability to for new investment sources, for new projects, for new financial investments to come through. This isn't the Five of Pentacles, quite the contrary. It's the Ace and it's the Queen, both cards that show you have enough to meet your needs. The Four of Wands, this is celebration. So again, I feel that you're coming into a renewed confidence. You're going back, some Capricornians could even be going back to work with family or to work with the community, because this is a reunification and a celebration after a particularly troublesome last few months, even the last few years. There is a going back to your roots. The Knight of Cups, you're definitely going to be offered something underneath the King of Pentacles. This can also be an apology as well. You may not have thought you're in the winning lane, but you absolutely are with these cards here. And you are getting help from the Hierophant. The message here is the Two of Swords. You do have decisions to make. And the Hierophant's asking you to take off that blindfold and listen to the messages of the universe. Listen to the messages that are coming in your immediate environment. Notice what you normally wouldn't notice, because you are at a crossroads, and this is about lifting yourself from the lower world to the middle world. This is talking about ascension and enlightenment and evolution. We are moving, as I said, out of that Capricornian energy into an Aquarian energy, and things are changing. You may have felt that you wanted to retreat. This is a card of rest. This is a card of taking some time out. And depending where you are in this continuum of challenge that I see here in the cards, it may be quite appropriate for you to take some time out as you let this situation play through, because there are new starts for you. The Seven of Pentacles, it is a time of review. Taking the time out will enable you to look at how you can promote growth. Perhaps what in the past didn't bring you what you wanted, didn't achieve what you wanted, didn't turn out the way you expected it to look for what went wrong and replanned so that you achieve full abundance. That is the opportunity that is before you at the moment. I do feel that you have already made a decision to walk away from something that wasn't working for you, something that took from you. And this is all part of the decisions that you're making to evolve so that you never ever get stuck in this situation again with this Nine of Wands, battle weary. The decision that you have to make, I feel, or that you are making, is one of wisdom. This King of Swords has a very high view, and we do see the birds here. The eagles, the birds, the crows are coming forward, and this talks about emotional freedom through clarity of thought. At the base of the pack, we do have the Two of Pentacles, juggling, perhaps financial juggling. But we do have situations coming to an end. Whatever this situation was for you, I'm reminded of the crows here. You either had to make a decision, this is the Nine of Swords, anxiety, or you are about to make a decision. And if you notice, in amongst the black birds, there is a white bird. With the Hierophant here in this spread, I'm reminded that you are being helped. Even if you can't see the help that you're being given, you are being helped by the universe. You are always helped by passed over loved ones, perhaps in particular. The Six of Swords is showing me that this rite of passage, perhaps something you didn't expect, you might have thought you were beyond this situation occurring. It's nevertheless a rite of passage, and you will be moving out of troubled waters. For those that are having trouble with relationships, I don't discount somebody apologising, extending a hand of friendship or love to you and apologising, because I see also the Knight of Cups here. So Capricorn, that's your reading for August. Quite a solemn reading, but I am reminded that even in the darkest times, you can still find something to be joyful about, something to smile about. When we're always serious, we can remember to exercise our humour, and it's like a muscle. The more we exercise it, the stronger it gets. Okay, let's move to Taurus. Let's move to Taurus now. Taurus, of course, we have, look at his Uranus in Taurus at the moment. For some Taurians, it's not an easy time. Uranus rules Taurus. Okay. Taurians are more resistant to change. They don't like surprises, yet Uranus will bring forward that. And it is almost like coaxing Taurus to the very determined Taurians to expand their horizons, Don't get set in their ways and embrace change. So let's have a look at what August brings for Taurians. Show me what August brings for Taurians. Show me August. Show me Taurians. Taurians in August. Yeah, I do feel that you may have put, Taurus, you may have put down, it's like the sword of truth, but it is your truth. You may have laid that down in the past, but I see that you're picking it up. And when you pick that up, you have the power of Excalibur. Your own truth is so very powerful, and I feel that you're picking it up again. For some Taurians that I'm reading for. All right, show me Taurus in the month. Taurus in the month of August. It's Taurus in the month of August. The Holy Mountain. This card flicked out at the beginning of the tarot scopes for August, Holy Mountain, and I did contemplate it for a little while. This is 2 and 5. This is all about change, and it's all about wisdom, the getting of wisdom. This person is up on top of the mountain, contemplation. It's like something that's been very hard. It's been a hard climb, but you've actually, if you haven't reached the summit, you're going to reach the summit. And once you're there, you're going to sit in this illumination. Because I do feel for some Taurians, it's about illuminating your shadow side. That's the climb you've been on. And so there's no more holy mountain than to sit on the mountain of wisdom, to sit on the mountain of lessons that have been learned, to sit in self-illumination and self-realization. This is what's occurring for you in August. You have come. It's funny, this card came up for Capricorn earlier, and I felt this was the challenge for them, but I feel you've already done this. If you haven't done it, I feel the stepping stones, the climb up the mountain. You have been doing this. If you haven't completed the climb, you are in the process of completing it, and you are very close to the mountaintop. And the lower world, this is, learning to get yourself out of those negative places and to lift and shift your vibration, to lift up your head and to look at the beauty and joy that is around you, the happiness that can be yours. This is what's happening in August, and I feel the full moon in Aquarius is going to be very, very instrumental, very influential, and I do feel inspirational for you, particularly those Taurians that hold those higher philosophies and values and ideals. It's almost as if while you may have been down here in the lower world, disappointed in what you were seeing in those around you, you see that some of what you thought was a negativity was actually a strength. And it comes as a surprise to you. This is that Uranus energy in your own sign. It's actually going to hit you as a realization that which you perceived as weakness may in fact be strength. And if you can allow that in others, then you can allow that in yourself. Okay, let's have a look at the sacrifice and soul retrieval. Okay, these two cards go very closely together for me today. The sacrifice, 44, which of course adds up to 8. And it's also building and rebuilding foundations. It's almost as if the part of yourself, and this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, but the part of yourself you're holding on to, you're now going to sacrifice, because you understand that in order to retrieve that part of your spirit, you actually have to sacrifice what was holding you back. You have to let go of what is holding you back. This is foundational work. And once this work is done, for some Taurians, it brings on the thaw, the icy chill winds that have been reaching you from across the ice flow disappear, and you start to move in to this state here of illumination. So quite a deep reading for Taurus, and I am reminded of the card that keeps coming up here. The base of this pack is Journey, the Journey card, and the staff. Whatever occurs around this full moon this full moon season for you in full moon in Aquarius, it's almost like you get this staff, you get back inspiration, you get back a passion you thought you'd lost, and you will use that to walk. It's almost like a staff that will guide you, and it's very powerful. It's a very powerful staff that you've earned through this process, this metamorphosis. All right, let's move to the beautiful Light Seer Tarot. I do have to give the artist and deck developer a huge shout out, Chris Ann, because this is one of the most beautiful tarot decks that I own. And I'm pleased to be able to use it today in our Earth signs readings. So let's cut the deck. These have been heavy readings for Earth signs for the month of August. Show me Taurus in August. Taurus in August. Show me Taurus. Show me Taurus in August. Show me Taurus in August. And I am hearing Spirit saying, rather ironically, that if it was simple, there would be no reasons to do this reading. Because we just laugh and we wouldn't even be watching this reading now. Okay, so these readings are for the people that need to hear these messages. So show me Taurus. Taurus in August. I'm just getting that holy mountain coming into my view now. Either you're close to that summit or you are going to be sitting on that summit in August. Full illumination. All right. Well done, because I feel it's been a very tough climb, and hence the word holy. It's been a pilgrimage, the pilgrimage of yourself. Show me August for Taurus. Show me August for Taurus. I see the King of Cups. You're moving into this energy. This is the person sitting on top of the mountain. It is the King of Cups sitting in the comfort and resonance of their emotions. There's no choppy waters here with the King of Cups. These are calm seas, because this is somebody that has learned to master their negative emotions. And this is somebody very serene. So who better to sit at the top of the holy mountain than the King of Cups? The Ten of Cups, yeah, you are reaching a completion. And this is, when we earn our Ten of Cups, we earn the love, the unconditional love of those around us. But we also learn to love unconditionally as well. These are beautiful cards. The World, how absolutely gorgeous, Taurus. The World, the completion of major cycles. This is the last card in the major arcana in the tarot, indicating that you have completed a very momentous journey, and you are opening yourself now up for new beginnings. What will those new beginnings be? I'm being drawn to, looks like Metatron's cube here. So connecting with the divine, I do feel that part of this journey is to realize through your emotions the power of connecting with your spirit. Because what does connect us with spirit through our emotions? It is love. It is love that connects us. All right. The Three of Pentacles, you have a skill to bring forward, and I'm reminded to tell you the Three of Pentacles also includes working with others, but working with others who are like-minded. So be on the lookout for that, Taurus, I feel. Six of Wands, there is a victory here for you. Let me just move this back. This new start that you know, getting to the top of that mountain, take the time to acknowledge your victory. The Ten of Pentacles, as a result of attaining what I would call, I'll just term emotional maturity in a particular, I think it is of the self. I do feel that your relationships with others will improve. Everything will flow a lot easier. The Seven of Wands underneath the World. This is somebody, this normally in other decks is standing your ground, which is something that Taurus do very well because they're so determined. They're known as the bull of the zodiac, hard-headed. However, this person in this deck, and a shout out again to the deck developer Chris Ann, is actually sitting there at the top of the mountain again and is able to withstand whatever comes his or her way through calmness, through attaining enlightenment. This is somebody that doesn't need to fight, that actually has attained enlightenment. And we have the Hanged Man, or having to look at things very differently. So again, working with others, working with teams, acknowledging that everybody has their own particular skill. And sometimes a pause in activities or a pause in growth is okay because it allows us to look at something in a different light. I do get drawn to the water here at the bottom. This is an emotional, looking at things through a different emotional lens. The Star, setting your intentions, but there is a connection here with the universe, with the collective consciousness, with spirit. And that connection is the wisdom you've earned in reaching the summit of that holy mountain. It's not been without its battles, it's not been without its losses, but it is time to take a rest from that, a rest from the fight. As you move into these new starts, whatever they are, it's not going to be dramatic new starts. This is a softer energy here. It's a new way of living is what is being offered to you. And it replaces this Five of Wands, this, locking horns with people, being in the middle of partisanship, division, competition, I feel. Not even wanting to be competing, but seeing the nature of competition for what it is: divisive, unsupportive. Understanding that this kind of energy will give you mastery and will give you dominion. This doesn't. Okay. At the base of the pack, we've got the Queen of Swords, reminding you that logic, strategy, and calmness can be brought to any situation and provide improvement in it. Knight of Cups is interesting. If you've been estranged from anyone, I feel that there is or could be some sort of apology on the way, either from them to you or you to them. There is a reunion here that I'm seeing, and you have been walking that tightrope, I feel, juggling things and really needing time out and retreat, because this journey to this holy mountain has meant it's not been an easy journey, but there's been enlightenment along the way. All right, Taurus, I'll leave that there, and I wish you well. All right, we'll move into Virgo. That was another quite a heavy reading. I don't know what it is about earth signs at the moment. I guess the earth is a changing and evolving place, and earth signs would really be feeling this shift And maybe in August we feel it even more keenly. All right, let's move to Virgo and see what's occurring for Virgo. Virgo in the month of August. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo in the month of August. Show me Virgo for the month of August. Virgo. Show me Virgo in the month of August. What's happening for Virgo? The devil is in the detail with Virgo. I only say that because I live with 2 Virgoans. All right, so Virgo. What's going on for Virgo? All right, show me what's going on for Virgo. Wind. And, you know, this is as I thought before I pulled this card. Virgos like to have control. They like to be able to see the lay of the land, understand what's in that landscape, and then go about doing what needs to be done within that landscape. They can't operate with such certainty at the moment, the wind, because there is change. There is change going on. Number 63, 6 and 3. There is moving on. There is spiritual solutions required as well that can't automatically be found in the everyday world. So this is again needing to shift that vibration higher, which seems to be a message for all signs this month. We have the Tree of Life, change. There could be some Virgoans whose lives are actually changing at the moment, but this is part of our evolution. It's part of it's part of our story. It's part of the story that we began when we came into the world. It's part of our journey. The Tree of Life. It doesn't have a number. Oh, it does. It's 58. And again, 58 breaking down to 1 and 3, 13, breaking down to 4 foundations. So there is change here, and I feel that if you are feeling a little bit buffeted, the solution for you is to ground yourself. The rainbow. Foundational work, number 41, the rainbow. So again, not allowing yourself to be buffeted by the winds of change, to ground yourself and keep your thoughts positive are messages for Virgo at the moment. The Earth Keeper could very well be your card, Virgo. Number 18, 1, 8, which is adding up to 9, the Earth Keeper. Ground yourself, Virgo. You're stronger than what you think at this time. One more card, please, Spirit. Vision Quest 6. There is healing for you to do as you navigate the winds of change, as you start to confront your shadow side, which is what we're all being called to do in uncertain times, because that's how we manage and navigate through change. You're being asked to look at things in a different way, to look at things from a higher perspective, from a big picture perspective. Details will not help you at this time. This is what I'm feeling is the message for you, Virgo, this month. At the base of the deck, we have Pachamama. I didn't pronounce that correctly, but that's the rise of the divine feminine. Again, foundational work. The beloved, which of course is number 5, change, bringing back the heart-centered approach, and of course the heart of the sky, and adding up to 6. There is healing and recovery for you in some way. It isn't easy to be able to see everything that's going on. It's sort of like you are the watcher, you are the earth keeper, but it's time to let go of the detail at the moment. That's the message that's coming through. And kick yourself up and look at the big picture. It's not your responsibility to solve this. Your responsibility is to you. So you don't need to focus on the details. Focus on that higher view in the month of August, Virgo. I feel you need to. Because that is what's going to deliver that heart opening up of the heart chakra. when you look at the big picture and take your eye off the minute detail. All right, let's move to the Light Seer Tarot for Virgo in the month of August. Virgo, month of August. Show me Virgo. Show me Virgo in the month of August. Show me Virgo in the month of August. Show me Virgo in the month of August. I'm just seeing an eagle. So for some Virgoans, that taking that higher view is going to be, and not focusing on the minutiae, is going to be very helpful. It's actually going to free you. Let go of the responsibility and allow yourself the freedom of not being responsible for everything that happens. All right, Virgo. Show me Virgo in the month of August. Show me Virgo for the month of August. Okay. The Four of Pentacles. Again, this insecurity. Why can't you let go of the responsibility? Because you feel insecure. Maybe it's that feeling of soaring without a safety net. Maybe Virgos, Earth Keepers, the Watchers, needing to be grounded. You don't want things to get away from you, but this is just causing you more insecurity. The Queen of Cups, nurturing yourself is a huge message. Not looking after everybody else in August, but looking after yourself. And sitting in emotions other than even criticism, because Virgos can be quite critical. Sitting in a loving energy is going to be extremely healing for you. It will be freeing. It will free you up. Freedom, the Nine of Pentacles. This is exactly the card you need. To go from, the contrast in these two cards is, huge. To go from somebody that's clutching their purse, that has their eyes closed, to somebody where the pentacles are actually above them, they can reach them, they can pick them like a bountiful harvest from above, with joy and a smile. Let go. Let go of responsibility, and particularly responsibilities that belong to other people. Free yourself from them. Okay, yeah, you do have this decision to make. Take the blindfold off and you'll see quite clearly what has been happening and the need to bring forward a new way, a different way in August. The Four of Swords, retreating. Allow yourself some rest. You don't need to be on the watch all the time. The Seven of Cups, you do have choices, and these are emotional choices. And again, there is some confusion about really what you should be doing, because this isn't innate to you, that you don't nurture yourself. You don't, you're always looking after others. You really don't know how to do this. Justice. There is a balance that needs to be had in the situation. The Justice card. It's sort of like looking, there is two mirror sides here. There is this person down here in the detail, and there is this person that's looking up from this higher view. You asked how to, well, you didn't ask. I feel you're asking how to achieve this higher view. Let go of feeling like you have to be responsible for everybody and everything. And the minutiae. King of Pentacles. You're here in your own reading. You do have a decision to make. You are the king. You don't need to be insecure. You don't need to hang on to control. It's the control factor. You don't need to hang on to it. The Four of Cups. We've got two fours here, retreat and disappointment. And it's sitting right under the four. Foundational work. Why are you feeling insecure? Why do you feel like you need to step back and have a rest? Why do you feel disappointed? It's because you need to move into this energy here. The Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving help. Rather than giving help to others, ask for what you need. Allow people to help you. Give up that control. Because I feel that you're just tying yourself up in knots here, and it is restricting you. And another draw to the mirror image here. It's almost like you can't see yourself clearly, or you've forgotten what you look like, even. There's a message here around freeing yourself. And once that's done, happiness returns. The Ten of Cups, love returns. You attain your 10 of Cups. You attain your unconditional love. The Wheel of Fortune, times are a-changing, whether you like it or not. There are new starts coming for you, even though things might look bleak. We've got the past coming back here. And this is a reunification with our higher self. Our higher self. If we think about what it means when we say our higher self. The Knight of Pentacles. This slow-moving knight could be children. Children could be holding you back, or you could feel like children are holding you back. No one can really hold you back but yourself, because we all have choices and decisions to make about bringing balance back into our life and living in a more balanced way. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for the earth signs. It's been rather a long reading, and I need to go and get some water, because when you do channel deeply the way that I have done today, I always get very thirsty. So I'll go and have a nice long drink of water. And I'll wish all my earth signs the very, very best. I just feel during August, some, not all, of my earth signs, my viewers, will be just grappling with change. A changing world. All right, thank you again, and namaste.